I can't believe this is happening. I can't believe after all these years on YouTube, I'm actually filming a house tour. It's so bittersweet. So, hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Alexis Belon. Subscribe if you're new here. I make all types of videos. But today is a super huge event because after more than 5+ years of dwelling in my humble abode, filming my apartment tour, which I know is normally such an exciting thing, but for me that means that I'm moving. Obviously you guys have seen bits and pieces of it through the vlog. I never wanted to show the whole layout because, you know, stalkers. But since I am moving on to a new chapter in my life and I'm going to be moving into a new space, I just wanted to archive where I lived, where I spent my most influential years. My first apartment, it's right outside of New York City, 20 minutes by train. Even though I did have a slumlord and a lot of things weren't working correctly, that's kind of what you give up when you find something this big so close to New York City. You kind of have to work with what's given to you and not complain. And I did, and I'm gonna miss it. This place has evolved over time. This is not going to be a luxury apartment tour. This is a pre-war building, and everything that I've accumulated over time has been thrifted, given to me, or like IKEA or Amazon furniture. I'm kind of scared of commitment and buying real furniture, even though it's what's substantial, what has integrity, would have made me feel like I had to stay. That frightens me. But even so, I was able to make this my home and I was proud of it. It's a gem, and I was very lucky. And even some of you who found out that I was moving, it was bittersweet for you guys too, because I've been vlogging consistently since 2016. This was the backdrop. So cheers to the end of an era and moving on to a new chapter in my life. A little creak from the door for authenticity. Let's just start off with that. If you step in a little bit and turn to the left, you will see what I like to call my little gym. Just the standard things you would have: yoga mat, yoga blocks, yoga ball, hula hoop, foam roller, stationary bike, a bunch of resistance bands and what have you. Up here is, honestly, this was left in one of the cabinets when I moved in here. Honestly, it's also kind of creepy, but you know. I've always had my art supplies kind of scattered all over the apartment. You'll see them. This is a guitar that I always promised myself that I was going to learn. And here we have the altar area. If you have been like watching my vlogs, you know how often this has changed. There used to be a banana tree here. There were plants hanging from this. It's just one of those ever evolving areas because plants come and go, just like people. That was dark. But currently this is what we have at the altar, with these two golden pothos hanging. Some of my crystal collection, which is honestly kind of dwindling down because I tend to give crystals away when I feel called to, and I feel like a certain crystal will move them, then I gift it to them. And crystals are really too expensive to be doing that with. And the standard things you would have. I have my Palo Santo, I have some tarot cards, I have some love poems by Deepak and his friends, incense. This Buddha, oh, gotta rub his head. It belonged to my grandmother. The only sentimental piece I have in this apartment. And then this is the new addition to the family, my spider plant with all her little spiderettes. I think she's kind of not doing well because she's so close to the radiator, but we're gonna have a new home soon. Then we come to my desk. I have just a clipboard of some meaningful notes and friends, and my snake plant, a few more crystals. I have my pens, obviously my computer. And obviously this area has changed a lot. This used to be a wall of my Instagram photos, which is why you can kind of see the paint peeling off from where I tore them down. If you've been watching my vlog since around 2016, you've seen ever evolving changes that have taken place in this apartment. I saw this smaller palette at Walmart, in the back of Walmart, and I grabbed it thinking that it would be easy to carry home. Plot twist, it was not, but I made it. The original vision was to have pothos up there, but when I did, I had trouble watering them, so that's why there's fake plants. I mean, the look is still the same. And always above my workstation, I have a picture of my grandparents. That's my grandma and that's my grandfather, and this is the first business they opened. It was a record store. And this is my light therapy lamp. I suffer with seasonal depression. And then we have another plant here. Oh, this is one of my favorite pieces. Actually, I should show you guys this. I thrifted this from Goodwill, as much of my apartment is from thrifting. Like, how cute is that? And it has storage inside. And when you turn to the right of my desk, you just see this shelving unit. Kind of hosts all of my just basic needs. My cameras are down there. These are some of my self-help books. I have my film, I have my disposable camera, my journals. We're going to turn into the living area, where a majority of my life has been spent in that corner watching this TV. And something I found in the trash. This is just a Project Heat radiator. If you live in a pre-war building, you know the sounds, the banging that happens in the winter time. Then my blankets are in this basket. This is a typewriter. I like to get hat boxes from thrift stores and just use them as storage, just because I think they're really cool. This one has all of my travel stuff in it. Things I've just collected from travels that I just want to remember. More art stuff here, more art stuff hiding behind here. Here we have my shelves. Thrifted that. Another little hat box I thrifted. We have Ickis from Ah Real Monsters. Classic Nickelodeon. Then we have a lot of my books, which feel free to pause and take a look if you care that much. More things that I got from Goodwill. This light I actually got from Amazon, I think, and that I got from Marshall's. The coffee table and side table won't be coming with me. I think I did get them off Amazon. Like I said, I do prefer quality furniture that lasts a lifetime, but until I'm in a home that I own, I don't see myself really investing in those pieces. Couch also came from Amazon. You can obviously see where I sit the most. And this is one of my favorite pieces, this blanket that kind of hangs over it. It's actually a skull. Let's move on. We have a bathroom. This is my pull-up bar, which I've never actually done a pull-up. I've always used it to just hang from, to like stretch out my body. But apparently I don't have the upper body strength to actually pull off a pull-up. These boxes are for moving, obviously. And to the left would be my closet room, and to the right is my bedroom. I didn't make my bed for you guys. I'm sorry. I'm not that type of girl. Honestly, there's not much to show here. It's my bed. A hand-me-down, but I do kind of love it. And I thrifted this vintage radio. I just love the look of it, and it actually does work. And then this whole wall setup that you see here, all of this was thrifted. I made a shelf out of this basket, which kind of serves as just things that make me happy. And then those were the rest. I loved waking up to this. That was just a good call on my part. Again, didn't clean for you guys because you know that's not my style. I had such big visions for this room. I wanted to build a whole shelving unit and like really make it really cool and YouTuber-y. It never happened. It was always kind of like this. The hangers were always hangers I collected from my job. This shelving unit, I thrifted this mirror over here. This is my full-size mirror. And this is from when I went to the Mrs. Carter show. Some pictures of me, Dez's first letter to me before we became besties. The times I went to go see J. Cole. Above this are my bags. This is my beach bag. This is funny because this is what started the whole hat box collection. And I don't think I've ever told this story, but I once watched the movie Desperately Seeking Susan with Madonna in it, and she played this kind of like, she kind of played herself in the 80s, really. She would carry around this hat box that had a skull on it because she was kind of living a nomadic life. Like, I just envisioned myself as her. Inside the hat box, she would open it and it would be like its own little vanity, and I even tried to recreate that. I just really thought I was gonna become her. Like, I would be using it as my own personal vanity, and like, no, it never happened. As you can see, I'm definitely not one of those YouTubers who color coordinates or has the same hangers or has any type of neatness at all. I suck. Found this in the trash. This is all my hair stuff. I also thrifted this piece. I thrifted this huge ass mirror. I'm not gonna be able to take with me, and that's so sad because I love it. Also thrifted my vanity. I think I thrifted this shelving unit as well. I also thrifted this dresser. So yeah, it's so sad to say goodbye. to this room. And then last but not least, also where I spent majority of my life in the kitchen, but one, I didn't do the dishes because I'm fighting against the sunlight. And two, I never had much say in how I could do this kitchen because I always hated the way that it was. I always hated the most was these beautiful old cabinets did not match these cabinets. And that design flaw alone discouraged me from ever putting any love into this kitchen. Let's ignore the counters, they're disgusting. These were all my vitamins, hanging fruit basket, which I also thrifted. I'm propagating another plant here, more vitamins, your standard kitchen stuff, but yeah. Just some more of my kitchen essentials on this shelf. You guys can see I've already started the packing process. But I did get this table so I could have more counter space when I was cooking. I also found this in the trash. Someone was throwing it out. I love it still. And this was also a hand-me-down. It's just a spice cabinet, but I'm gonna have to throw it out because it doesn't work. Doesn't shut all the way. And there you have it, my humble abode. I can't believe I actually just did an apartment tour. This is really bittersweet. I am going to miss, I don't know if you guys can see, but every time I look to my left, I can see New York City. I can see the skyline of the city. I'm gonna miss the lights. I'm going to miss the space. It is the end of this era and it's time for a new one. So join me on that because I am going to be documenting, decorating my new space and why I'm even choosing to move. So yes, stay tuned for that. Like, subscribe, share, all of that. I hope you guys enjoyed this very authentic tour. Bye.